Now I have the absolute privilege of introducing State Senator Graciela Guzman, a community organizer and activist representing the 20th District in Illinois. Grounded in and inspired by her immigrant community, Guzman works for healthcare for all and for social justice for all. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. Buenas tardes. I'm State Senator Graciela Guzman. I proudly represent Illinois' 20th District, which includes parts of Albany Park, Avondale, Logan Square, and Belmont-Cragen. I think Congresswoman Delia Ramirez took us to church for a second. I grew up very, very Catholic, really, really Catholic. And so there's a song that came to my mind as you were speaking, Congresswoman. Hazme un instrumento de tu paz, donde haya odio, lleve yo tu amor. Make me an instrument of peace. Where there is hate, make me an instrument of love. And being surrounded by all of you this morning, knowing the greatest act of sacrifice that you're making to hold a mirror to us for what compassion, dignity can look like in the face of folks that actively seek to silence what is occurring around us. Thank you for being instruments of peace. Thank you for being instruments of love. So I just got started in the General Assembly a couple of months ago. I'm a freshman, but I'm not all that brand new. And I say that because I look around in this crowd and I'm surrounded by organizers and advocates that we've been down in the trenches together, y'all, here in Chicago. Because what we know is this is a place that not only affirms and upholds our values, but we'll physically put our bodies on the line and use every tool in our arsenal to keep each other safe, to keep our community safe, and that includes a global space, including Palestine, including Gaza. In the Senate this year, I'm really proud to have been part of an effort that I want to lift up by our brother Abul Nasser Rashid in the State House that specifically sought to undo a 2015 law that prevents Illinois and state pension funds from being invested in companies that have shown any kind of anti-Israeli bias. Why do I say that? Because similarly to Congresswoman Ramirez, the questions that we got as state legislators were, do you really have to get in that space? Do you really have to say anything? Why is this bill necessary? Those are the kinds of questions that we were justifying in that moment. And in the light of atrocities, of starvation, of endless bombing, friends, how can we not? How can we not? I'm here ultimately because in my consciousness, in my faith, in my values, I know that being an elected means not only do we say it, we back it up with you all here in person. We will back it up with you in Springfield. We will back it up here in Chicago. As our Congresswoman told you, we will back it up in the halls of Washington, D.C., because this is a global movement to demonstrate our love, compassion, and the right for the people of Gaza and Palestine to live and thrive and survive. And I'll leave you on this last note, friends. I was in Mexico City last week with a delegation of people that were getting to see the southern border and understand much of the other atrocities that are happening right now in this moment. And we learned of a family in Gaza that had been rescued by Mexico, and that is now, 19 of them that have been saved that are in a shelter in Gaza. We got to sit with them. They got to share a beautiful Turkish coffee with us. It's not an experience that I will ever forget. And what they said was, for every single one of us that got to survive, we have the image of hundreds of people, of family members, of friends, of people that we don't know but that we love, that should be here with us and are not. What will you do to ensure that they can find safe passage? What will you do to ensure that their stories are not forgotten? And so thank you for holding that testament true, because what I said was, I'm coming home. You are not forgotten. We will keep fighting. Thank you.